go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Cleveland is the city and town, orange and brown. You know what's going down, we reppin' that dog pound. Fans going crazy, dogs want a bone. Offense headed straight to the end zone. Ground game, pound game, this is our season. Now we need to stop. Let's go defense, special team, running back 6 for the score. Extra point good and the whole crowd roar. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, brownies, here we go. Here we go, here we go.
Good afternoon, everybody. East, West, North, South, worldwide, and welcome to All About Sports 216 Cleveland Browns pregame show. As today, the Cleveland Browns will be taking on the New England Patriots this afternoon in about an hour and everything. What's going on, everybody? I got a lot for y'all and everything. I got my keys to the game. I got my quick picks. I got my commentary on what I think the Browns need to do in order to secure a victory today. Let me get to some things. First off and foremost, the chat lines are open. Feel free to chime in. The chat lines are open. Feel free to chime in. If you're watching on X, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, and even if you're watching on Instagram. Also, as I'm about to have rolling here on the ticker here at the bottom, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Alan Viz Media 2 YouTube channel. That's right, the Alan Viz Media 2 YouTube channel. Please subscribe. I need all the subscribers I can get. Trust me, I am not too good for any subscribers. I need all the subscribers I can get. Also, on my channel, check out some of my musical playlists. I got 2 up so far. Check them out and see how you like them. But subscribe to the Alan Viz Media 2 YouTube channel. That's right, the Alan Viz Media 2 YouTube channel. Now, before I get started on today's game, as far as the Cleveland Browns versus the New England Patriots, I'm going to give you all a message from my sponsor real quick. Anoint Your Apparel, where faith, family, and fashion come together. From stylish t-shirts and cozy sweatshirts to dazzling bling rhinestone shirts that shine with purpose, we design every piece with God at the center. But we just don't stop there. Discover personalized tumblers, beautiful photo slates, custom engraving, and even UV 3D textured home decor items that make your house a home. In every design, Anointed Angel Apparel carries a message of hope, faith, and love, because we're more than just a brand. We're a family business devoted to lifting up the name of Jesus. Shop with us today and wear your brand boldly. Anointed Angel Apparel, where your testimony becomes your style. Email anointedangelapparel.com for a custom consultation. I'm back on this afternoon where the Cleveland Browns are taking on the New England Patriots. The Cleveland Browns are 2-5 on the season after dismantling the Miami Dolphins last week, 31-6. The New England Patriots are 5-2 after dismantling the Tennessee Titans on Vero's get-back game, 31-13. Let me give you some of the stat leaders for both teams. Let me see him go here for the Cleveland Browns. For the Cleveland Browns, wow, that's crazy. Joe Flacco is still a statistical leader in passing, believe it or not, at 815 yards. Dylan Gabriel has 546 yards, 3 TDs, no interceptions. A quarterback rating of 82.5. Quinshon Judkins leads the Cleveland Browns in rushing at 467 yards. In receiving yards, fellow rookie Harold Fannin leads the Browns in 290 yards. Carson Schwetzinger leads the Browns in tackles at 59. Rayshawn Jenkins leads the Browns in interceptions at 1. And also on defense, Myles Garrett leads the Browns in sacks with 5. And also Malik Collins comes in second with 3.5 in sacks. Now for the New England Patriots, as I go here, Drake May has passed for 1,744 yards this year, and he has 12 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. He's been sacked 22 times, and he has a passer rating of 116.4. Their leading running back is Ramondre Stevenson. I used to have this guy in fantasy. He's a tough back. 245 yards on the ground with 3 TDs. 3 TDs and a long run of 22 yards. Drake May also has 200 yards rushing as well. Receiving yards, Stephon Diggs, 456 yards. Let me see how many touchdowns he had. No touchdowns, but the touchdown threat, I think, on New England is Keyshawn Boutte, wide receiver, with 356 yards and 4 TDs as well, along with tight end Hunter Henry with 310 yards and 3 TDs. Tackles, Robert Spillane, linebacker for New England, has 53 tackles. Interceptions, Marcus Jones has 2 interceptions. And the sack leaders for the Patriots are linebackers Harold Landry with 5.5 sacks and defensive end Milton Williams with 3.5 sacks and linebacker Kaylavon Chason with 4.5 sacks. And those are the stat leaders for the New England Patriots. Now, this is a game, honestly, to me, if the Browns do what they're supposed to do, if they don't turn the ball over and they play sound defense and the special teams do what they're supposed to do, basically play complementary football, it's a chance the Browns will be in this game at the end if they do all those things. But the defense on the road hasn't been quite the defense that the Browns have had at home. But also, going into that, in the tough blowout losses to Detroit and Baltimore, the defense weren't really given a fair shake when you turning the ball over and you're getting punts blocked. You're allowing punt returns for touchdowns. You're allowing long punt returns. So on the road, this is not going to be easy. It's going to be a challenging circumstance being in Foxborough. And the Browns haven't won in New England since 1992. Wow, that's the year my son was born, 1992, and he's 33. So the Browns haven't won in New England in a while. But the last time the Browns did beat New England was in 2010 when the Browns blew the Patriots out with Colt McCoy and Peyton Hillis, back when Bill Belichick and Tom Brady was both coaching and quarterbacking for the New England Patriots. So the Browns have a long time between wins over the New England Patriots, as I say. But this is a game where the Browns, if they don't turn the ball over on offense, they play sound defense as they have been playing really most of the season, status quo. And the special teams don't do no clunky stuff by allowing huge punt or kickoff returns or allowing crazy stuff like punt blocks and the kicker making all his kicks. This is a game that the Browns could be in late. And if you're in the game late, Like you seen when the Browns played Green Bay earlier this year, anything can happen. That's right. Anything can happen. But today will be a difficult task on the road. And really, New England is 5-2, but if you look at their schedule, I mean, really, who have really they did beat Buffalo on the road. I will give them that. They did beat Buffalo on the road, but if you look at their schedule really isn't all that impressive except for the Buffalo win on the road. And what's up, Mikey? What's going on? My guy? You said if. You right, Mike. That's a real huge if. You are absolutely right. That is a real huge if. If they do those three things, if they basically play complementary football, they should be in it at the end. Now, whether they win or not, all depends on a little luck and a little bit of this and that and everything. Like I said, against Green Bay, you know, Browns was the underdog and Green Bay had control of the game the final 4 minutes of the game. And then the Browns somehow came back and got that 13-10 victory and everything. But Mike, you're right. It is a big if. But how you doing today, my guy? You ready for the game today? So let me take you to some Cleveland Browns keys to the game real quick. Some Cleveland Browns keys to the game. Keys to the game here are brought to you by Anointed Angel Apparel as well. Now let me see, who should I go with, offense or defense? I'll go with the offense. Keys to the game. They got to establish the ground game. The New England Patriots do stop the rushing game. They don't really allow too much on the ground. They established the Brown game, which is going to lead me to this. More vertical downfield passing, and Dylan Gabriel has yet to prove that he can do that. He has yet to prove he can do that. Nothing much, Mike. Just up here on a Sunday afternoon, chilling with y'all and everything, giving y'all the business about the game itself and stuff like that, and hoping for a Cleveland Browns victory heading into the bye week, because 3-5 sounds a lot better than 2-6. But like I said, the Browns have to establish the ground game, and I don't know. New England is good at stopping the rushing game, and I think they're going to make Dylan Gabriel have to win the game through the air. They're going to make him have to win the game through the air. And can Dylan Gabriel win the game throwing the ball more than 5 yards? Because to be honest, in his 3 starts with Dylan Gabriel, the Minnesota start was his best start. Other than that, it's really been little to be impressed with at all, basically. The Pittsburgh game, that was a disaster. Kevin had him throwing 50-something odd times, and you don't do that to your rookie quarterback and everything. And then the Miami game, Browns defense set the tempo. They made plays on special teams, made plays on defense, so Dylan really didn't have to do jack there. All he had to do was hand the ball off to Quinshon Judkins. For real. Try to cut down on the mental mistakes, yeah. No pre-snap penalties, especially on the road against New England. No pre-snap penalties. That would be huge. Remember, a squirrel can find his nuts. You right about that, Mike. Also, number 4, and what the Browns haven't been good at, is no damn turnovers. Even though with Dylan Gabriel, they haven't made too many turnovers, but that is not to say Dylan Gabriel should not have had turnovers because there's been a couple of passes that should have got intercepted. Matter of fact, it was a couple of passes in the Miami game last week that should have got intercepted. And the receivers need to step the game, but they need to catch the ball. But also, Dylan Gabriel has to get them the ball. Because if you look at the all 22 and look at game film, there was plenty of plays that Dylan Gabriel had receivers open. And for some reason or not, he just couldn't get the ball to him. So we're going to see the offense. As you know, our offense has been challenged this year. Our offense definitely has been challenged this year. But let's go on the defensive side, where the defensive keys to the game is try to stop the running game, control the running game, control the line of scrimmage, which the Browns, for the most part for the season, have done that. They have done that. Until we play the other rookie quarterback, we don't know who to keep next year. Facts, Michael. Facts. And you're going to be alarmed when I give you some news later on in this podcast about our other rookie quarterback. Not going to be happy, and I kind of question this and everything. Before, I haven't questioned Stefanski on how he's dealing with both quarterbacks, but I'm going to question that shit today and everything. But try to stop the running game, Cleveland Browns, on defense. Pressure Drake May and prevent the deep ball. Drake May throws the deep ball at a pretty great rate. And with him throwing the deep ball at such a good rate, leads to number 3. Communication in the defensive backfield is a must, and it is very crucial. Very crucial. No mental lapse on the defense, no pre-snap penalties. Don't do this team any favors. And like the last week, force some turnovers. Put our offense in advantageous positions. Put our offense in a short field so we can get some gimmies. Force some turnovers. Force about 2 or 3 turnovers. Force some turnovers and everything. And those are the keys to the game today for the Cleveland Browns. They got to force some turnovers. It's crucial and important that they do that. They force turnovers, but don't have any turnovers. And the Cleveland Browns will be in this game. I'm telling you, they will be in this game late, if so. But I will tell you this. If the Browns can keep the Patriots around or under 20 points, the Browns will be in this game late. Now, if New England scores plus 23, 24, I don't think it's going to be a good day for the Browns because the Browns only have scored 30 once, and you got to look at it. Our offense isn't the best work at all. Nowhere near at all like New England's. So, it'd be best and advantageous for the Browns to keep the score in the teens somehow. I don't know how you're going to do that in today's modern NFL because the average is 23. Hell, due to all the offensive nuances that you can't touch the quarterback, you can't touch the receivers and all that, you literally get spotted 21. So, for the Browns to be in this game and to keep the Patriots under 21, they're going to be hard pressed. They're definitely going to be hard pressed. But we'll see if the Browns can get it done. We'll definitely see if the Browns can get it done. My homie from Lincoln West, Marvin Tad Walker, what's up with you, homie? What's your take on the Newsom trade? Well, Marvin, you know the Browns weren't going to pay Newsom next year. They wasn't going to pay him, so I guess they got him for another cornerback, Tyson. Tyson for team control. The Browns got team control over Tyson Campbell for the next couple of years. My take on the trade is it's all right. It's cool. It's cool. So far, it's yielded cool returns so far. Even though Tyson Campbell had the game from hell against the Pittsburgh Steelers when he had to deal, but you got to think about it. You got Tyson Campbell Thursday, and then he had to go against DJ Metcalf and Aaron Rodgers. That's not an advantageous spot. And you knew Aaron Rodgers was going to go at him because he was new to the system and everything. But so far so good. Tyson Campbell had a pick six, and he played very well on defense against the Dolphins. He actually caught a guy on a kick return or a punt return or something like that, prevented a long punt return and everything. So Tyson Campbell has played decent. He's played decent so far and everything. Newsome will be missed. Especially his celebrations will be missed. But over in Jacksonville, he was getting toasted in Jacksonville since he's been there. So, they wasn't going to sign him next year. So, hey, it is what it is and everything with the trade. And the trade deadline is coming up. We're going to see who else are the Browns going to trade. We're going to see who else are the Browns going to trade. Hey, I'm good and everything. Been staying out the way and everything. Been battling some health issues, but I'm still standing. And I'm still rolling and everything. And I like to get to y'all every Thursday evening at 6 and every Sunday. Thank you for asking. How have you been, big dog? How have you been? I think we're going to I do too. I definitely do too. And I think it's crucial because May likes to throw deep. So the Browns have to throw off that timing and everything. But I definitely think we can get pressure on May and everything. Like I said, New England 5-2. But if you look at their schedule and you look at who they played, for real. And I mean, besides the Buffalo win, which other win in their 5 really stands out? For real. Really stands out besides beating Buffalo on the road. Which win really stands out? For real. Besides the Buffalo win. So I think if the Browns keep the game low scoring and everything, you know it. If they can keep the game low scoring, keep Buffalo under 20 something, keep them in the keep New England in the teens, and they don't do no turner, and the Browns offense don't turn the ball over, and play complimentary football. Now, Dylan Gabriel is going to have to do his part this week because the run might be compromised today. The run might be compromised. Oh, you in South Carolina. Been here. Okay, 09. Okay. That's what's up. Hey, keep protecting our people. Marvin Tad Walker, what you doing is appreciated, buddy, and everything. South Carolina, man. I know the weather down there is a little better than the weather up here. Even though right now our weather ain't that bad, it's 55 degrees, but I know it's a little warmer down there. Hey, did you check out the South Carolina game against Alabama yesterday? Because Alabama barely escaped. And I was checking out quarterback Denora Sellers, and I was checking out Alabama's quarterback. And I forgot the kid's name and everything and stuff. But Sellers, I like the dude as a rusher. Okay, no doubt. That's what's up. No doubt. And everything. But, like I said, the Browns, if they can keep the game low scoring, they have a chance. But Dylan Gabriel is going to have to do something in the air and get the ball to them receivers. He's going to get the ball to the receivers. Yeah, he did have that crucial fumble last night. Yeah, he did. Sellers, he's cool, but I need to see more from Sellers passing in the pocket. I need to see more from Lenore Sellers passing and in the pocket. Running wise, he's nice and everything, but I need to see more of him in the pocket and completing passes downfield. That's what I really need to see and everything with Lenore Sellers and everything. So we're going to go to some things. Now, last week, the Browns won. They beat Miami 31-6, and I got to make me a players wall. I got to make me a players wall and everything. And I wanted to show you my players wall because I had it updated from Thursday because I had a couple people on there that I forgot to mention. Well, I did mention, but I didn't have them on here. Quinshawn Judkins had the big 46-yard TD run. Dude has been everything, doing his thing for the Browns. Bush, he has silently had a good season as well as the other linebacker, along with Carson Schweschinger. My man Bush. Myles Garrett, I could put him in here every week if the Browns win every week. Myles Garrett. Denzel Ward. You didn't hear much of Jalen Waddle last week with Denzel Ward covering him. Alex Wright, defensive end. He was everywhere last Sunday against Miami. He's definitely everywhere last Sunday. Carson Schweschinger, what can I say? The rookie leads the team in tackles. He was everywhere as well. He has been a very strong Andrew Berry draft pick this year. Tyson Campbell had the pick six, prevented a long punt return, made a tackle, touchdown saving tackle possibly. Tyson Campbell. Mason Graham had his best game in his rookie year as of yet. Had 3 solo tackles, and he made his presence known on that defensive line. Grant Delpit. He's talked the talk, but Grant Delpit has walked the walk this season. Oh my goodness, what is my guy name? Oh, Rayshawn Jenkins had a pick also, and he was everywhere in the defensive backfield, right? Wreaking havoc, and he also caused the fumble on the kickoff return. And also, last but not least, place kicker rookie Andrew Schmidt made all his kicks. All his kicks in the rain. He made all his kicks. And that was my players ball for week 7. My players ball for week 7. No doubt. My Cleveland Browns players, AllAboutSports216 Browns players ball for week 7. Now, moving right along, I'm going to give y'all the Browns inactives for today's game, which I just found out, and I'm wondering how. Inactives for the Cleveland Browns game today. Quarterback Shedeur Sanders. Cornerback Jarek Bernard. Let me see something. I'm going to try something real quick. I'm going to try something. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And everything. I want to see something. I want to see something. Let's see. Camera, media. Let's see. Video, screen. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, the inactives for the day. Cleveland Browns inactives. Now let me get. Okay. Quarterback Shedeur Sanders. Cornerback Jarek Bernard Converse. Safety Dominic Case. DeMonte Casey. Running back Raheem Sanders. Guard Zach Zinter. He's been inactive all year long. And he was a 3rd round draft pick. That doesn't help Andrew Berry's case at all. Tackle Cornelius Lucas. He got his Came to fame last week. Tackle Cornelius Lucas and defensive tackle Ricky Ayton Huntington. And flip card changes. They elevated quarterback Bailey Zappi from the practice squad, and they elevated defensive tackle Sam Kamara. So those are the inactives for the day for the Browns and everything. The Shedeur Sanders inactive thing is kind of weird because nobody. How did he hurt his knee? How he hurt his knee and he don't even play? Tell me that, Kevin. How he hurt his knee and he don't even play? I mean, I haven't questioned the quarterback stuff and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand Shedeur was a 5th-round pick and all that, and you got to earn your way. And you have more vested into quarterback Dylan Gabriel because he was a 3rd-round pick. But now he's inactive. Why? Why is he inactive this week? Somebody got to tell me why. Why is Shedeur inactive? But I'm going to tell you all something. If the Browns lose this game and that offense look like shit this week, if it looked like crap this week, and you going into the bye week, don't be surprised if Stefanski may get a tap on the shoulder from Jimmy and said, hey, we're going to have to see what Shedeur can do as well. Now, me, myself, I'm a fair dude. I'm willing to give Dylan Gabriel, I'll give him the Jets game, and I'll give him the Ravens. I might give him the Ravens game. But, honestly, you got to ask the question yourself heading into the bye week, is Dylan getting any better? Because it seemed like he had his high moment against the Minnesota game, which the Browns lost. And now, if you really look 3 games so far, the other 2 haven't shown much and everything. Haven't shown much. So hopefully today is Dylan Gabriel's coming out party and everything. Because to me, to be fair, you give Dylan Gabriel 6 and you give Shedeur 6 and you go right along. Then you try to make an evaluation on what you got between both of them and everything. To me, myself, Dylan is a quarterback to me that won't do anything really to lose you a game, but I don't think he can do anything to win you a game. Where I don't see him making a drive late and scoring a late touchdown or making a drive late by having to make 2 or 3 good throws to get downfield and get in the other team's territory for either a touchdown or a game-winning field goal. I have yet to see that so far, and I don't see that so far in Dylan Gabriel and everything. So, and then everybody say, oh, offensive line is trash and all that and stuff. But here it is. I see Carson Wentz with 3 starters out for Minnesota's offensive line, even though they're getting beat now and stuff. Minnesota's in the last, and their quarterback situation really is just as murky as the Browns because you got McCartney, who hasn't played in 5 weeks, and in the 2 games he has played, didn't look great. He didn't look great at all. Didn't look great. And all I'm gonna say is, he got this game, then there's the bye week, but the question will be asked. Excuse me. The question will be asked: is he getting any better? Is there any improvement from game 1 to game 4? Then you get a bye week, and then this will be damning if there's no improvement in the game in the bye week against the Jets. And I think that could be the all total damning assessment as far as for Dylan Gabriel, whatnot, just being on the real side. But we will see. It's crazy. Shedeur Sanders is on the inactive, and Kevin got his wish. He promoted Bailey Zappi from the practice squad. But hey, we shall move on. And we're going to move on to the time of the day where I do my quick picks. Let me get my illustration out. My quick picks board today. Last week I was 4-2. I had a good week. Overall, 22 and 21 and one. I'm over 500 and I won a Thursday game. Imagine that. I won a Thursday game. Thursday games haven't been good to your brother this year. But it was good to me this week. It's good to me this week. The first game I'm going to pick in the quick picks is the Washington Commanders go to Arrowhead Stadium and take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs offense looks formidable. Got Rashid Rice back from suspension. They look tough, and believe it or not, at 4-3, Kansas City probably is the number one ranked team now in the NFL. And the Kansas City Chiefs are like the Los Angeles Dodgers of the NFL. Don't bet against them in playoff time. Don't. I did a thing where I predicted the Dodgers to win the World Series in 6 games against the Toronto Blue Jays. And the Blue Jays won game 1, 11-4 or whatever. So somebody clapped on me on the comments and said, hey, you need to probably change your pick. Blue Jays in 6. I said, dude, the series just begun. It's only 1 game. And now you got to go to Chavez Ravine. And it's 1-1. Blue Jays might not come home, even though I expect the Blue Jays to get 1 win out in L.A. But I expect the Dodgers to win it in 6. For Kansas City, you cannot bet against this team. And today, I will not either. I got the Chiefs winning this game. No Jaden Daniels either. Marcus Mariota, Washington, good luck. I got the Chiefs winning this game 34-20. 34-20, which leads me into this game, the Aaron Rodgers reunion game, as the Green Bay Packers visit the Steel City to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. This game is a weird game. Aaron was going up against his former team that he had so much success with. Green Bay going to visit Pittsburgh. And you know, a lot of clunky things happen in Pittsburgh. Because I'm going to say it like this. Jordan Love, I like him, but I don't consistently like him against Pittsburgh's defense. But Pittsburgh's defense hasn't been that great either this year. They haven't. So it leaves me in a quandary to predict. But I'm going with the home team. I'm going with Aaron Rodgers is going to make it happen today with DJ Metcalf. And I got the Steelers pulling this game out 23-21. I got Pittsburgh winning 23-21, which leads me into this game. The Dallas Cowboys going to the Mile House City to visit the Denver Broncos. The Dallas Cowboys, who won last week after defeating the Washington Commanders and did it pretty convincingly. The Denver Broncos had to score 33 points to defeat the New York Giants. They had to score 33 points in the fourth quarter to defeat the New York Giants. I still don't know how that happened. I will tell you this. If Denver falls behind Dallas like that, like they fell behind the Giants, Dak not going to let them up. I'm going to tell you like that. Dak's not going to let them up. But I think the Denver Broncos defense will play better today. And I think it was a learning, teaching moment for the Denver Broncos. And the one thing I'm going to have to say is Denver can't wait till the fourth quarter to generate points against this Dallas team, or else it's going to be ugly for Denver. But I'm going to go with Denver. I'm going to go with that they learned from their lesson last week and they beat Dallas 27-24. Denver defeating Dallas 27-24. Which leads me into this game. The San Francisco 49ers at 5-2 going up against the Houston Texans at 2-4. Texans lost last week in a hard-fought game against Seattle. The 49ers, hey, they keep piling up victories. I don't know how they're doing it, but they keep piling up victories, and the Browns can learn from the 49ers. All you got to do is use Christian McCaffrey. Use him in the run game. Use him in the pass game. All you got to do is use Christian McCaffrey. But the Texans, even though they're 2-4, got one of the best defenses in the league. And San Francisco defense, no Bosa, no Fred Warner, which means I have to go with the Houston Texans to pull this out at home. The Houston Texans will win this game 24-20. They'll win it 24-20, even though their offense hasn't looked great at all. It's looked kind of pedestrian this year. But I think C.J. Stroud and company will pull this off 24-20. I picked all home teams, so with my luck, all the road teams is going to win, which leads me into our game. The Cleveland Browns against the New England Patriots. Cleveland Browns 2-5. Heading in today's game. They're going against the New England Patriots who are 5-2. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm not impressed with New England's schedule. The only win, they do have impressive win. They have impressive win against the Buffalo Bills on the road. The Cleveland Browns do have one impressive win against the Green Bay Packers at home. But I think the Browns are going to be challenged to put up offense in this game because the Patriots will try to neutralize the run and everything, and they will make Dylan Gabriel a passer. And that has yet to be seen if he can effectively lead the Browns passing the ball, especially in plays. He can shoot they'll give you the little 5-yard dink and dunks, but can he make the chunk plays from 15 to 25 yards? That's really where you get your money in the passing game in the NFL. And I don't think so. And honestly, I'm going to be honest, this probably will be the week that the Dylan Gabriel turnover less streak ends. I just got an eerie feeling about this game. And I got New England winning this game. I think it's going to be a long day, and I think Gabriel's going to get his just due today against Kevin Stefanski. Make a point like, hey, I think New England will win this game, and I think it's not even going to be close. I got New England. I hope I'm wrong. I definitely hope I'm wrong. But I got the New England Patriots winning this game 31-13. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I don't think so. I got a feeling it's going to be a long day for the Browns up in Foxborough and everything. And those are my quick picks for the week. Those are my quick picks. Hopefully I'm wrong about the Browns game. Hopefully I'm wrong. I picked 6 homers, which is unusual. Even though, I'm going to be honest, if Denver falls behind Dallas, they're not getting back. Even though Dallas defense is awful, Dak can score and score and score and score. Where you went up against New York Giants and you had a rookie quarterback and they quite didn't know what to do with the lead and everything against Denver or whatnot. Didn't have no experience there. But like I said, those are my quick picks for the day. And this will be my show for this afternoon, for early afternoon. But I'm going to tell you all this real quick after the game, whether the Browns win, lose, or draw. That's not it. Be sure to check me out 30 to 45 minutes after the conclusion of the Browns game with the All About Sports 216 Cleveland Browns post-game show comes on and everything. We'll talk about everything that happened during the game, whatnot, give you the stat lines and stuff like that, and the keys that happened in the game to whether the Browns won or lost today. Win, lose, or draw and everything. And in conclusion, hey, I'm about to get up out of here. Everybody enjoy the game. And, hey, like I said, it don't look good for the Browns to me, but hey, that is why they play the game. That is why they play every Sunday and everything. So, this is your man, Keith Allen, signing out for All About Sports 216 show. All About Sports 216 Cleveland Browns pregame show. Signing out. And before I leave, let me tell you all this. Go Browns.
Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Cleveland is the city and town, orange and brown. You know what's going down, we reppin' that dog pound. Fans going crazy, dogs want a bone. Offense headed straight to the end zone. Ground game, pound game, this is our season. Now we need to stop. Let's go defense, special team, running back 6 for the score. Extra point good and the whole crowd roar. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, Brownies, here we go. Here we go, here we go.
Here I am, like Q-tip, can I kick it? Get down on the track and just flip it, rip it. The pieces down to the last letter as the beat goes on, my style gets better. It's the J-U-I-C, better known as Mr. Hood. The one that keeps you jumping when you up in the club. How many niggas will it take to make a hit? Me, KDM, man, that nigga Charlie Nick. I know this title got you thinking that we talking about bud. Since I got your attention, nigga, blaze it on up. And to quote my nigga Hump, smoke what you like. Let a different type of high delight your appetite like the munchie. I know you want more, like a junkie. So pop in my shit, break it up and just bump me. Or us, we bought at the game and music rebels. Got the shit with the gift, take it to the next level.
I definitely kinda high.
The next level, on to the next level.
I definitely kinda high.
To the next level, on to the next level.
I definitely kinda high.
To the next level, on to the next level.
I definitely kinda high.
To the next level, on to the next level.
Eddie Black coming back on a mission where the dollar's at. I'm chilling with my friends, collecting dividends after years of getting nothing. It's time to get something. Mad focus, not distracted. Strapped like a prophylactic. Understanding me might take a while, but you weren't used to my porno style. I took you for a loop like salt and pepper. I made you shoot. Now you love me or hate me due to my style. You wanna date my black sheep, so it's either this or that. Addicted to my look like cheese, the hood rats. You said you wanted more, knocked out, you hit the floor. Grim Reaper in the collective lifetime, we disconnect. Eternally burning in hell. Now, with the lifestyle you live, no wonder you fail. You live in scandalous like dope fiends, out here selling pipe dreams. They need to get over by any means.
I definitely kinda high.
To the next level, on to the next level.
I definitely kinda high.
To the next level, on to the next level.
I definitely kinda high.
To the next level, on to the next level.
I definitely kinda high.
To the next level, on to the next
We
level.
kick them hardcore hardcore style. I left you tricks addicted. Smoothed it out on sad beat, cause that's how Dark Cloud rip it. Check the versatility, our agility is sweet on how we keep it real with simple styles and techniques. Dark skins, witty, rough, and Mr. Hood on cameos. Got gangsters to hip-hop niggas digging our flows. They screaming out, y'all niggas ain't shit, but that's on the album. Not afraid to have that Cleveland sound, so we don't worry about them. Those Wu-Tang wannabes and those No Limit imposters. West Side, dick riding, fake Jay-Z monsters. You wanna be them? Jigga, get your own click. Get your own style, Jigga, get your own gimmick. Us pretending to be somebody that we're not. I'm down with Dark Cloud for life, 'cause that's the way that we kick it. Resentment, you have it, 'cause opportunity, we grab it while you smiling face. Niggas still stabbing at it as we take it to the next level.
I definitely kinda high.
To the next level, on to the next level.
I definitely kinda high.
To the next level, on to the next level.
I definitely kinda high.
To the next level, on to the next level.
I definitely kinda high.
To the next level, on to the next
To
level.
the next level, real niggas keeping it tight. Dropping hot shit, everybody know that they like. To the hydro, tight flow, rocking the mic. Insane to the brain, but we keeping it hype. Now we lace the tracks that'll make you sick. Multiply by the high that'll make you quit. Realizing that your shit will never be hot. 'Cause Dark Cloud about to have this rap game on lock. With your girl on my nuts and I'm making a holler. Mesmerize, hypnotize her how I pop my collar. Now you know that she fucking with a lyrical scholar. And she in the back naked, gotta counting my dollars. Everything that I spit is every hood's motto. From Cleveland to DC to Denver, Colorado. There's too much funk that you just can't swallow. A different kind of high that makes your chest feel hollow.
I definitely kinda high.
To the next level, on to the next level.